She's softer than you. This video has been around for a little while now, but I just wanted to give my take on it because it seems like this video is even more relevant now than it's ever been. It's a little heart-wrenching, so prepare yourselves. Watch this.
What's her name?
Does it matter?
What is she like?
Don't do this.
Is she younger than me?
She's about the same.
Prettier?
Again, about the same.
Is she thinner than me?
You have a lot in common.
So she's not younger than me, she's not skinnier than me, and she's not prettier than me. Then why couldn't it just be me?
Because she's softer than you. She's quieter than you. She doesn't yell at me. She doesn't call me an idiot or tell me to shut up all the time. She listens to me. She's nice to me. She doesn't make me feel like the only thing stopping her from being happy is me.
Get out.
Man, that's always tough to watch, but it speaks volumes because it's a very simple concept about which men have been speaking time and time again, year after year, for decades, and are just not being heard. She was upset about him going out and cheating on her and not being one of the guys who has the whole exercise option thing, but just a regular guy who works really hard, going out and having an affair. And what did she do? She showed him exactly why that happened. Now, it's not about excusing anyone or anything like that. The message is very important to understand. The nuance of it is even more important to understand. She did what? Started yelling at him, coming to him for this. Now, a person can say, well, it makes sense that she's yelling for this. True. But when he starts talking about why what happened, then you understand that this is not a one-off when it comes to this obvious modern female. So let's go over what it is that he said in this video. He said, she's softer than you. She's quieter than you. You know what he was saying there? That she's feminine, softer, quieter. It's like the King Kong thing, to where everyone who was shooting guns at him and throwing grenades and the whole nine, he attacked. And then one woman came to him and just put her hand on him, and he just calmed down because she was feminine. She wasn't being masculine and aggressive towards him. What's the second thing he said? She doesn't yell at me. She doesn't yell. That adds to the whole quieter and softer thing. Then he said, she doesn't call me an idiot. So she doesn't call him out of his name. I don't think modern females understand how important that is. Then he said, she doesn't tell me to shut up. What she's saying there is that I respect you. He sees that she does not show disrespect. Then he said, she listens. That is one of the most important things to men that men don't generally get because modern females are always the ones talking. They don't know how to stop talking. So when men get listened to, it's actually surprising. And it's wonderful for men. Then he said, she's nice to me. I know every single man in this world, when he hears that a female was nice to him, men just look at that man like, wow, she was nice. Yeah, man, she was just sweet and kind. Men dream of having someone like that in their life. And then he said, and this one was just, it reminded me of the whole Will and Jada Smith thing, because Will Smith said something about this on an actual video, and he said, I'm done. The man said, she doesn't make me feel like the only thing that's stopping her from being happy is me. That's how Jada makes Will Smith feel. That he's the one who keeps her from being happy. And Will Smith just got tired of it and did a video, said, I'm done trying. You go do whatever you need to do to make you happy. Man, that's in real life. This man said this on this video, but that happened to Will Smith and countless men across the world in real life. Gentlemen, this is why MGTOW MGTOW, this is why that exists. This is why passport bros exist. Because in the West, females are no longer soft. They're no longer quieter. They're constantly yelling, constantly name calling, constantly disrespecting, constantly not listening when men speak. They're just mean. And everything is a man's fault for why they're not happy. This is why men are done in the West. And I don't blame them. I don't have the problems that most men seem to have. I'm one of the top 20% of guys who either have looks, money, game, or status. So I don't have a problem with getting females. But the guys who do, it's because these females are just out of control with what it is that they want standard wise. And so men, no matter how great a guy they are, they understand that these females are just hypergamous. And these men just want a female who is just soft, quiet, doesn't yell, doesn't call him names, doesn't disrespect him. One who listens and is kind and doesn't blame him for everything. Go forth, men. Get your passports and go where you're celebrated.